Alright, so here we have the Sony Uncharted Minimates. I have been so excited for these Minimates. From the moment that I heard that these were going to be made, I have just been excited. And this has probably been my most anticipated 2-pack of Minimates in quite some time. I would have to say I was more excited about these than I was about the Thor or the Captain America Minimates. And that's saying a lot. It's because Uncharted 2 is probably my favorite game. That and Super Mario Galaxy are tied for my all-time favorite game. And the fact that we've finally gotten merchandise and action figures from the series. And the fact that they just happen to be Minimates just works out so well. So the packaging is very similar to the Ratchet & Clank Minimates. And that's pretty good, keeping it consistent. In the back you've got kind of the cave in Tibet that Nate and Tenzin visit, which is pretty cool. You can see it in the background. You got here Uncharted, you got a picture of Nate and Chloe. You got Uncharted, Nathan Drake, and Chloe Frazer. And yeah, it's kind of annoying that we got Chloe before we got like Elena or anybody like that. That's kind of annoying. On the back, you've got the Purba, I believe it's called, this little thing here. The golden key, I guess you can call it. You got a picture of Nate, Chloe, Uncharted, then you got some bios here. Nathan Drake, as a modern-day fortune hunter. I don't know why this is so unfocused. Drake operates with a rough, lawless world occupied by treasure seekers, antique smugglers, con men, and thieves. Drake is gifted with a remarkable historical imagination and survives by his wits, tenacity, and resourcefulness. And a dash of good old-fashioned luck. Yeah, you could say that again. Chloe Frazer. Chloe is as tough and capable as she is beautiful. She's equally comfortable in a gunfight or a fistfight, whatever the occasion demands. Chloe's a good ally, but her moral compass is uncertain, and her reckless and impulsive nature makes her somewhat unpredictable. Then down here you got the Naughty Dog logo. So after months of waiting, let's open these guys up and review them. Alright, so we'll start this off with Chloe. I gotta say, even though I would have preferred Elena, or really anybody other than Chloe, I would have maybe, if Drake wasn't packaged with Elena, maybe get him with a villain, maybe like Lazarevich, someone like that. But, other than my complaint of it not being another character, Chloe is a solid Minimate, and she's definitely one of the best. So, for her face, it is a good likeness to Chloe. Her eyes, I think, I have kind of the same problem that I had with the Black Widow, and that's her eyes are a little bit too big and a little bit too cartoony looking. And yeah, that's the only thing that I have to really complain about with her face, is that her eyes are pretty big. Her mouth is good. I don't know why they, more often than not, do the women Minimates with their mouths open like this. It just kind of looks a little bit weird. But, I mean, it doesn't look really bad or anything like that. Her hair is done up in a ponytail, just like how it is in most of the game. And, yeah, it's a nice touch. But from the front, it looks a little mannish, because you can't see the ponytail. Chloe is wearing her most recognizable outfit from the game, and that is her red shirt. I think she wore this pretty much 95% of the game. I think she wore an orange shirt in like 5 minutes maybe, and for the most part she wore this red shirt. As you can see here, she's wearing some jewelry there, some beads, and a necklace, and that's pretty good. They actually did do a really good job with this shirt, because, I mean, it looks almost exactly like it does in the game. It's even got the little green around the collar area, which is a really nice touch. She's wearing these straps here, or these pouches, I guess. I don't know what you call these. So if anyone knows, you know, you want to throw me a hint what they're called, that would be much appreciated. But, yeah, she's wearing these, carries around to her back. You can see some pouches there, and it looks pretty nice. We've seen a lot of these figures that actually have these kind of same straps. The Deadpool from the Wolverine, Minimates, and a couple others. Here on her side, she has a gun holster. Actually, no, that's not what that is. That's it's a knife holster. So let me get the knife and show you. So here is the knife. It's a nice looking knife. It's actually not a reuse, from what I can tell. It doesn't look like the knife that was given to the Punisher or anything like that. But I mean, I might be wrong. I probably am wrong, but whatever. This is confusing me because I actually don't remember Chloe ever using a knife in the game. She might have kept one in her pocket, I mean in the little holster, but I never noticed it. I never really paid attention to that. The knife fits fine in her little holster for it, but I probably won't be keeping it in there because I have her waist at an angle, because if I were to have it on how it's supposed to be, this little pouch here would kind of intersect with the knife and this would start bending, and that's not good. And here you got her pants. Nothing really special. Got her boots. Her pants are kind of done in a really weird color. It's kind of similar to actually the new skin tone that they're using for the Minimates. Which also, surprisingly, these figures aren't using. Like, they're kind of using a new plastic for the faces. Like, you can see Thor here has a different skin color than Chloe. And his head is actually kind of the same color as her pants. It just seems like they used the same plastic there. So that's kind of weird. Chloe comes with one more accessory, and that is her her gun. You see here, it is a Magnum. I believe that's what she used in the game. Let me give it to her. Here is Chloe with the gun in her hand. It fits well and it looks nice, and she obviously looks good displayed with it. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. So overall, despite the fact that I would have preferred a different character, Chloe is a solid figure. She's a solid Minimate. I do like her quite a bit, and she's probably one of the best female Minimates. She's probably right up there with Starbuck as one of the best female Minimates. Now, moving on to the main man himself. Here we have Nathan Drake, who I gotta say is probably one of my new favorite Minimates. And if I were to ever redo my top 5 favorite Minimate video, you could be sure that Nate is going to be on that video. So here's his face. There is something a little bit off with it, but it's not too jarring because it does look like Nate. You can definitely tell it's Nate. I have to say, it's probably the hair that's just a little off, and that's not really even that big of a problem. Because he looks fine. The one complaint that I would have is maybe give him some 5 o'clock shadow, because he had 5 o'clock shadow for most of Uncharted 2. Yeah. And also, I think he looks a little older than he should. Those would probably be my only complaints with this this face. The hair is really well done. I really like the way it looks. And it's definitely one of the best Minimate hair pieces. And it really does look like his hair in the games. I mean, they did a really good job of making this hair look like how it is in his, how it is in the game. They detailed his outfit just as good, just as well. This is his Uncharted 2 clothing. At least I'm gonna assume, because in Uncharted 1 it was more of a lighter gray. This is kind of a brown color, and yeah. You can see that they have a lot of really good detail on this figure, even down to the ring that he has around his neck. The shirt has a lot of lines of detail. They're not that noticeable, but I really appreciate that they're there. On his arm, he's got these things which are supposed to look like he has his shirt rolled up, although the way that they're packaged, there's quite a gap between the shirt and his little cuff. Not so much here. There's not really that much of a gap there. And he's wearing a bracelet there. He is wearing the same thing that Chloe is. And that's pretty cool, because that's a big part of his outfit, that he's always wearing this. So, really nice touch, and I'm glad they didn't just, like, paint this on. And I'm glad that they actually, like, gave it to him as part of the figure. You can see here, he has a sculpted belt. Whoops, it's not focusing. A sculpted belt and some pouches there. They look very nice. There are some paint problems, mostly around the belt, but yeah. He's wearing jeans. They're not the most detailed things, but they get the job done. You could see he's got some detailing kind of in the zipper area, so yeah. And then he's got these shoes. He's just got some black painted on the front, and that's really all I have to talk about there. Nate comes with 2 accessories. One is just a straight-up pistol. Nothing really too surprising about that. They really love using these pistols. Here is the pistol. Obviously he looks great holding it. I'd be surprised if he looked terrible holding it. What Minimate doesn't look good holding a gun, pretty much? His second accessory, which is probably his most important accessory, and probably one of the coolest Minimate accessories, is he comes with the Perba, I believe it's called. They pronounce it weird in the game, and I can never say it right. But yeah, it's the dagger he, Chloe, and Sully find in Nepal? No, not Nepal. Borneo. So here is the Perba, the Furba, whatever you call it, the dagger. It looks very nice, indeed. I think it should be a little more golden. It looks kind of brown and silver. That's really my only problem with the dagger, is that the colors are kind of off. So here is Drake holding the Perba. I'm just going to call it the dagger, okay? Here he is holding the dagger. Again, he looks great. I'm definitely going to be displaying him carrying the dagger. Just because he looks awesome with it. And, yeah. So, overall, Drake is an amazing Minimate. He is a fantastic representation of the character. And, I can't wait to see if they continue the Sony license, which I think right now they're only going to do one wave. Hopefully they do more. Honestly, I need more Uncharted. And yeah, Drake is an awesome figure. Like I said, he is one of my favorites now. He's a great representation of the character. If you are an Uncharted fan, pick this figure up. And like Diamond Select's Facebook page and just keep bothering them until they make more Uncharted Minimates. So yeah, that'd be awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching, and tune in for Nathan Hale and the Chimera review. So that should be pretty cool.